Well, good morning. It's a very beautiful day today in Oxford, and we are with a special guest, very known, Professor Romano Romade, and we are on the section of Leonardo da Vinci. But of course, it would be very simple to talk about this preposition. In fact, Professor Romano Romade has a new things to say about this, because we are very glad today to have special ideas from this professor that actually is a genius. Well, actually, he has a little bit accent where you should recognize where he is coming from. Of course, he's coming from Italy, but from a very beautiful part of Italy, that is Rome. Please, Professor, introduction to Leonardo da Vinci, but explain us why it's not Leonardo da Vinci. Well, first of all, thank you to everybody. I'm just coming from Rome, where I did a little bit of payada with the friend. But I'm not convinced, I'm sorry, about the preposition about Da Vinci, because from Roman ancient time, Latin time, in the time that they were talking and writing in Latin, the preposition da era dae, cioè deae was actually an A. So the first condition of this conference today, we are going to say, I'm sorry, I don't want to shout, is that we have to say that this is Leonardo da Vinci. And then we are back. If we confirm this preposition, Leonardo da Vinci, we know that he's coming from Rome. Well, Professor, this is a theory, but please, go on. Da Vinci was a guy that he was born in Florence, but actually his blood was from Rome, because everybody say, ma Da Vinci dove sta? Ma Da Vinci che fa? Ma Da Vinci dove sta? Ma Da Vinci che fa? Well, Professor, please, no songs. This is a conference, intellectual level, high level, please. Can you go? Da Vinci, when he was young, the mother and the father, they were talking Latin. Habemus de magnus de jornatas, and the wife say, ma che cuscus, what you want? Well, Professor, this is really, I don't think this is not intellectual form of what you want to say. Da Vinci is something that we really can express ourselves with our conviction that this guy is very good. Well, Professor, but in the time that we accept this theory and so is Leonardo da Vinci. What is the meaning of this conference? Why? What do you want to say with this? If I knew it, I could write a book. But the book, it's, and of course there are different books, because from every city where you go, you have a different book. You have the book from Rome, the book from Florence, the book from Milano, and the book from Naples, Catania, Palermo. Well, Professor, what do you mean with the book? The book Da Vinci is very important because Mona Lisa was a beautiful woman. When she come to him and say, can you paint my smiling? And Leonardo say, of course, I could write a book. She say, no, you don't have to write a book, you have to just paint it. Maybe she said to him, I could write a book. Say, Leonardo, no, it's no matter that you have to write a book. You just do it. Well, Professor, please not misunderstanding. This is a cultural conference. Let's go to the book. That is the meaning. The meaning of the book is that we have to go on this preposition because there's got to be no misunderstanding, and the culture is the first thing of this preposition. So only because this great painter and great genius, because of so many books that he read and that he was assisting, he could write his own theory and be the genius. Well, Professor, let's go back to Mona Lisa because it was interesting theory. The theory of Mona Lisa, that was a very experienced woman book, because she was reading a lot. She say, if you paint me, I give you 3 books. Leonardo say, well, this is very interesting. Which kind of book you have? Mona Lisa said to him, don't worry, you will be happy, because one is scientific book, one is philosophic book, and now the third one is a natural book. Well, Professor, the natural book, it seems the most interesting. In fact, Leonardo Da Vinci, he say, well, if you give me the natural one, it's the best that I want. And Mona Lisa so agree with him and say, don't worry, make me beautiful. So this was really a time of a great painter, a great woman, with a meeting with a great man, and they had a great book. Well, Professor, can we find tracks of this book that they were writing together? The track, as Professor Michele Primavico said, that it's not the track in Napolitan language, it's the track, because even is the fire. But the real book, if you want to read, if you have in B flat, major, minor, altered 5. Well, Professor, we know that you are very expert also in the music fields, but please let's get on focus on the Mona Lisa book. The Mona Lisa book, they was invented many years before over, because we had 2 Mona Lisa. The earlier Mona Lisa book, and the second, really the fantastic that now is in the Louvre. And because of this, we can divide these 2 periods into the first period, the first book period, and the second book period. So 2 books is better than 1. Well, Professor, I don't agree. This seems to is going too far for me. Please, let's conclude. The history of Roman ancient typology brings us to happiness in which the book is even made. Well, Professor, let's go to conclude. Some greetings. Well, first of all, I would like to say thank you to everybody for this conference. My theory, I guess it's one of the most important. And I want to say hello to all my colleagues, and of course also to your sister. Well, Professor, thank you very much, and see you next time. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody.